How y'all doing today? This is Charlie. It's been about 3 weeks since I made a video. I know it's been a while. I like to say when I started this, I was going to try to do one every week, but part of sharing these messages, I hear the messages, and I've been working on focusing on my inner work, clearing a lot of negative energy that I didn't even realize was still hanging around from ancestral. But also learning to be totally present at all moments, all times, and remembering how I've reconnected with truly how beautiful this journey is, and realizing that everything that's happened in my life has happened for my higher good. It's helping me understand truly who I am. And it's really what I truly understand, that we're never doing anything wrong. We're all learning. No one knows more than the other. It just seems that way at times, because sometimes it feels like we got to have the knowing and the unknowing to understand what the difference is. And the thing about it is, we're all just figuring it out, and it's really a beautiful journey. It's been sometimes it's the uncomfortableness of it for me is just understanding, separate my ego's point of view and my higher self's point of view, and how I realize what's right for me is how it feels here. And I know that's like a broken record here, but it's one of the things that they encourage is us to be our unique individual selves, and to understand how it works is how it feels to you as your unique perspective, this divine light that we are. Anyways, let's see who's going to come through today. I really have no idea. This is going to be... I'm just really excited and very honored and appreciative that anybody who is listening to this channel, you've been drawn to this channel for one reason or another. Remember, anything that's said on this channel, if it does not radiate to you, if it doesn't feel right to you, then it's not maybe your story, and it's all good, because we're all different perspectives. And just remember, I love you and every one of you, and I have such compassion for us, because we're all in this together. And I know my journey's been challenging, but I understand more and more every moment of what all these challenges have brought me and prepared me for. Anyways, I have such love and compassion for each one of you. I appreciate y'all who are listening to this. And anyways, let's see who's going to come through. We are the Arcturians. We are so happy to be in this moment with each and every one of you. What a beautiful surrounding we are in. All of Gaia's beauty right here, just all around us. We have such compassion for each and every one of you. The challenges that have brought you to this moment are totally opening yourself up to your true connection. Everything, when you truly understand that everything that happens is happening for your higher good. There's no accidents. When you truly embrace your journey with love and compassion for your individual spark, your individual self, your I am presence, and you allow that to truly guide you, it opens yourself up. It opens yourself up to this beautiful connection with Source, the universe, God, whatever word is appropriate for your individual self, spark. This journey is for the good of all. And now it's time for each and every one of you to totally let go of anything or any energy that is not appropriate for your growth as that spark of creation. And remember, nobody is doing anything wrong. We're all figuring out that our vibration, as we embrace this energy that comes in, it raises our vibrations up. As it raises our vibration up, it changes our perspective of who we truly are. And we are learning to embrace that I am presence. The energy that's coming in now is setting this time up for you to embrace the love of the universe. It's time for you, as the individual sparks of the Creator, to understand that everything that's happened in your life is preparing you to be in the moment, to be present, because this is where the magic in the universe can work with you. When you're in the past or in the future, or when you're in that low vibration, you can't even hear us. We want to talk to you, we want to communicate with you as that individual spark. But it's so important for you as that individual to understand who you are as that spark, because every spark matters. We have shared with you, because all we can do is guide. All we can do is guide. This is your individual journey, and it's totally free will of what you want to do with it. And remember, your soul and your physical body are connected in ways that you have not understand that you could connect. But you have to do it for yourself. For yourself. You cannot do it for others. No matter what programming you are allowing yourself to be under. Because when you're under the program of your higher selves, you'll know how it feels as that individual by your heart center, by how it feels here. But here's one part that's so important. Embrace the journey. Embrace it and have fun with it. The more you understand, the more you connect, the more you realize. It's like when you were a small human in a school. And when you embraced what was being gone, what you were being taught, what was being on the board, what was in the books, you were being taught to focus on the outside. But yet when you were that kid and you were like over there sitting with yourself, yes, you were in class, daydreaming, as you recall, they say, get your head out of the clouds, because you had that innate understanding that that was where the magic was. And you were understanding that you were truly allowing yourself to be programmed in other perspectives, way of looking at it, instead of embracing your true, unique perspective. That's why the ones that had issues with focus at school, when they say that you were not focused, they put you in these special classes and all that, because you had that innate understanding that you didn't want to be controlled in any way, shape, or form, but you didn't have the understanding what to do with it. Now you're learning the understanding to do by how it feels. That's why it always felt so out of balance as that little one when you were in school and they were telling you to be this way or be that way, be this way, be that way, because it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. But then as you learned that it seemed to have less resistance by going with the flow, that's how we allowed to be programmed. We were worried about what was going to happen. Like for Charlie's perspective was he had to embrace, if he was going to be his true self, that would probably cause him to get spankings regular. So from his individual experience, he thought it was easier to go with the worried about what his outside grown-ups, parents, teachers. He wanted to fit in, and realizing that he didn't come here to fit in. He come in to be his unique individual self. He embraced that unique individual self. And yes, it caused him to stick out quite a few times. And it always wasn't a positive reinforcement. And when you realize that is the programming that's been going on for thousands of years, when you realize that we have been controlled as humans on this planet, that's why we allowed ourselves to be here in the duality of focusing on the outside when all of our true answers for that individual spark are here. You're loving yourself to bring yourself back to oneness. You loved yourself enough to put yourself into duality. Now embrace the oneness. And the more you embrace the oneness, the more it radiates to the collective. We love talking through Charlie. We love talking through him. It's time to be that unique spark of the Creator. But as you do that, you'll realize how powerful each and every one of you are. And like Jesus said, I am a spark of God, and so are you. Or, like it's written in Scripture, I am the Son of God, and so are you. So embrace that uniqueness and clear and release anything that does not feel right to you as that individual spark. Because the more you clear that energy, the more you can embrace the light. Be brave enough to, if you have to, stand by yourself, because you may feel like physically you're standing by yourself, but you have no idea what's truly standing around each and every one of you. You have your angels, your spiritual guides, your galactic brothers and sisters. And when you embrace your spark of creation, you realize there's so many other sparks of creation around you, not just in the invisible realm, in the physical realm. Everything has a vibration. Everything has a vibration. Be your unique vibration. Embrace your I am self. And as we shared with you, I know this may sound like a review, but meditate, get out in nature, have fun, embrace this journey, laugh, smile, love. You have so much love around each and every one of you. We have such love and compassion for each and every one of you. And you will see us soon. But open up yourself to feel us now. We have such admiration for each and every one of you. We love you and appreciate you. And Eric, do you have any questions today?
Yeah, so when you say embrace the oneness, what does that look like to you?
Not sure. Explain.
You said that the more we embrace the oneness, what does that mean to embrace the oneness?
Embrace the light that you are. The oneness is when you realize we're all a spark of the Creator. And as you embrace your light, embrace how it feels here in this heart. That's your light. That's your connection. This is your connection. And as you embrace that, you tap in to energy. There's no words for it other than it's magnificent. And when you realize that energy is it's all one, because it all started off with one light, then little sparks of light. Just like when you shine your light through a prism, there's all kinds of colors. You have no idea when you shine your light through source. The different sparks, there's so many, there's not even a number for it other than infinity. And it just keeps expanding. But source truly starts out as love, pure love. And when you take the time to connect with who you are by your inner self, the love, it's magic. It's magic. It's so warm. It's a warm feeling where we can only speak through Charlie's body right this moment. The warmth that is radiating through his body right now, the love and compassion that he has helped us understand, and from his human experience that he truly has for each and every one of you. He knows from his personal experience how challenging it has been for him. And he's helped us understand that through his experience, which when you truly understand, Source is learning through our experience. He's learning through each and every one of us experience, because we all are part of the same energy.
You started this transmission off with how amazing it is to be in Gaia and look at all this beauty around you, where it's very easy to appreciate Gaia's beauty. But what about people that are living in places where it's not so beautiful? How can they find that appreciation for Gaia?
See, part of the understanding as each individual spark, and as we're understanding different parts of the world, a lot of that way that you see different parts of the world are coming through sources that are not exactly totally accurate. When you realize the media, as we call media, even your social medias and all this, there's so much manipulation. There's so much manipulation. And when you're understanding that each spark has their karmic understanding of what they are learning as that individual spark. And this is why we have been encouraging you to focus on your own spark. Because it's not always at this time for your understanding why that spark is going through that challenge, or why this one's going through this challenge, or why this area seems to be going through this, and why this area seems to be going through that. It is for their higher good. But we will use Charlie as an example here because we have observed him. And I don't know how much he says he has nothing to hide, and we're going to expose him a little bit here, but not in ever trying to take away from his good, or it's just, this is the only example we can use that it will sound more relevant. There was a time as he was waking up to his understanding by all these challenges he put himself through, where he felt like there was nobody listening to him, especially in the spiritual world. And part of them challenges that he went through has helped him understand that they were there the whole time. They were literally, we were screaming at him. We didn't know how, but this is the difference when we understand the vibrations. His vibration was here. We're here. We can't come all the way down here. We just can't. We won't. We won't. We care too much about who we are as our individual spark. So what we could do is allow Charlie's karmic life had to play out to help him understand why he was allowing these situations to happen to him. And as he embraced these situations as learning experiences by how it felt, he was able to feel these experiences and release them. But as he raised his vibration, it changed how he looked at each one of these experiences. But he did it with intention. Yes, and every day he got up, meditated. He allowed himself to be led. Even when he thought he wasn't being led, he was being led, because you're always being led. But it's still your free choice whether to take this path or take that path, go straight. And here's the thing, there's no wrong path. But this path may take longer as you use your time. This path over to the left may be shorter, but may have more extreme challenges. And then this path straight may be where your vibration has been gradually being raised up to truly understand why these experiences were so important as that individual spark. And remember to understand that you're never doing anything wrong and you're never being punished. Because your soul loves you enough to allow you to have all these unique experiences, because it adds to the collective, and it's helping us truly, as your human species, understand who you truly want to be on Mother Gaia.
What part of Charlie's karmic path led him to be in a wheelchair for 20 years?
In past lifetimes, we're asking. In past lifetimes, by playing all these different characters, he was a manipulator in ways that took away from, don't like that word, rephrase. His past life experiences in another lifetime dealt with situations where people were physically challenged. And for him to truly understand what it was to be physically challenged in this physical body, he had to truly experience it. And he had to truly understand that the outside, his physical body, these experiences were bringing understanding how for him to appreciate his physical body in ways that he did not understand until he was facing these challenges. And the underlying of him facing these challenges was to prepare him to be around unique energy to assist on them raising their vibration. But he could not truly understand that other than to experience it in the physical form. But his karmic we love to use the animal kingdom. We're gonna just do this little scenario. In the animal kingdom, you have the mama, and let's say, well, we'll use dogs, wolves. Well, in the wild, the mama, she has her cubs. Well, the mama, she's fussed over her cubs. Well, the cubs sometimes they get eaten, they get lost, they get sick, they died. Well, the mama, she's understanding part of her karma was she's played the mama, she's played the baby, she's also played the predator that took the baby. She's also, so the mama felt the loss of the baby. She felt as the baby was being ate. But as you realize it's a cycle. You play all these different characters, because how can you truly understand if you don't understand how each energy feels at this time? But here's the thing, it's from your unique soul's perspective. So these different characters that we allow ourselves to play brings true understanding for that individual spark. I don't know if we were clear on that. That's one of them unique experiences that we're doing our best to explain in a generic way. But each experience is help understand. For Charlie, we have been helping him truly understand how he could connect with any energy, because he's experienced so many different challenges in this physical lifetime. Now he's connecting with some of his past lifetime connections, but in this time, which is illusion, in this moment, It's helping him prepare himself to have compassion and understanding from his unique perspective to assist others in raising their vibration to connect with their perspective.
And how is it that we start learning through joy instead through pain?
Truly ask yourself what brings you joy as that unique spark. What truly feels good here? What brings out that woo-ness in you? Every minute don't have to be woo, but you can understand that everything is happening, and when you are understanding it's happening for your higher good, why not play with it? We've been encouraging Charlie to play these little games. He makes up these little games with numbers, names. He has fun, but it's been a process, because when you're in the challenge, it's hard. We don't like the word hard. It's challenging to be going, woo! This feels so good! Bring on more! No, we don't want you to do that. We want you to say, oh, thank you for this happening to my higher good. Help me understand what this is so I can release it, and I'll get back to woo time. But that woo time may be, that challenge time may be in that present. That present may last. We want to use your linear time, days, weeks. But it's, as soon as you make up your mind you don't want to feel that way, you're able to change it by how it feels. You're like, I had to embrace this feeling, but I had to, for some reason, for whatever reason, it took this amount of time, which is all illusion, because that was your understanding. Because when you got tired of feeling that way, you realized you could change that. But it was up to you. If you thought, oh, well, I got me, let's say you're a little kid. I want a piece of candy. Well, you get the piece of candy, you eat it. You want another piece of candy. So what, you got to have a candy in your mouth all the time to feel good? No, you feel good just to feel good. But when you, by not having the candy in your mouth, it helps you understand when you do have the candy in your mouth, you're already having fun, but that candy tastes so much more better by these experiences. But of course, we don't expect you to be going woo through the challenges. Just understand the challenges, and then they don't have to be so enduring on your physicalness. Another question.
Thank you so much. There are future timelines where we've already done all these challenges. Is there not a way to step onto those timelines?
All we're going to say is you asked to be here. Yes, you can access them timelines. But is that really why your soul mission is here? To assess the higher timelines, because when it's appropriate, you will. You will. But also grasp your understanding why you agreed to be here at this time. Yes, you're evolving as an individual. You have the understanding to know that you're here for something higher than that. You have agreed to be here to assist mankind's ascension. And you're doing it in a way that has never been done. We're taking the physical body with us. And what you're truly understanding is you're preparing your physical body to absorb more light. That's why we have been encouraging to release what doesn't belong to you as that individual, what is not helping you no more for your higher self. And release it, because it's more you release that negative energy, the more you're able to embrace the light. But that energy that you believe is negative, we're using that word when we could say dark energy. What? It's just a word. When you're realizing you're releasing energy that does not benefit you in no shape, form. And then you embrace the light.
And what's the easiest way for people to release this energy that no longer serves them?
Fill them. Fill them. Love them. Bring them. Ask your higher self, what is this experience bringing to my higher good? What is this experience bringing to my higher good? Cry if you need to cry. Laugh. Whatever emotion that you need to identify with. Identify with it. And then love it and let it go. It no longer serves you. This is not who you are. That's a program that you allowed yourself to be taught to help you understand who you truly are. We love you so much. We wish. No, rephrase. Because as much compassion and love for you, we know how important it is for each and every one of you to embrace that experience. Not run from it, not deny it. Let this go by. Let this go by. Don't run from no experience. Be brave enough to say, I can do anything because I have that connection. And I am always protected.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
We have such love and compassion for each and every one of you. Just remember, be your unique individual self. You're so worth it. And as Charlie loves to say, and we're going to use this, you're so fucking awesome. We have such nothing but love and compassion for each and every one of you.